What's up, Sagittarius? It's your girl Queen J, and what they saying to come to me quick little check in to see what you got going on. Thanks for viewing my channel. It's the channel where we grow together. By the way, my name is Queen J, and nice to meet you. So before I had got up, yeah, it's been a minute. Somebody was like, "It been a minute." Yeah, it been a little minute. But when I before I even got into y'all reading, right, I had channeled two different songs. One was my shit. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Yeah, that Mo3 shit. So everybody ain't your motherfucking friend and everybody ain't your motherfucking partner. So maybe you realizing that shit. Like some motherfuckers do fold. Goddamn. Um maybe you in a position where you feel like you ain't got nobody to talk to that really understand like where you coming from or can elaborate or can goddamn they say experience is the best teacher. So it's like you don't feel like it's motherfuckers that's on your level that done experience shit that you've experienced. But shit, don't we repeat the earth cycle? So that means it's somebody that been in your position when you get out the position, somebody coming into your position, because that means technically you graduate. So you done learned something, and if you ain't learned something, then you gotta repeat something. Right? When we was in school, if you didn't pass, you had to stay back. So it just be like that sometimes. So but the second one I heard was "Don't push me because I'm close to the edge." So maybe you just at the edge where you finna blow your cap on the motherfucker or some shit. So just calm down, Sagittarius. Because every time I gets down with y'all, I got to fire this motherfucking sage up on y'all ass. I ain't lying, because it's just calm down. What they say, woosah. Yeah, woosah. Shit, let's go ahead and get this shit the fuck on up out of here right now. But anyhow, I had put out the abundance cards for y'all today anyway, just to put like some positive vibes in the atmosphere. Shit, we need it, don't we? Um, they just was flying out for y'all ass too. Release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something that the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire you rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So maybe you in a position where you make you feel some type of way. Yeah, make you feel some type of way. But why? Who? What makes a person better than you? You get what I'm saying? You uniquely created different. So you pose a sign just as well as the next motherfucker. You did. Maybe it's time for you to like, separate from the usual shit that you used to. Cause I mean, quiet retreat. So maybe you used to being like out in the environment, like seeing what's going on, how shit get down, people switching up, changing up, or whatever the case is. And maybe it's time for you to disconnect so you can figure out what the next plan is. So you can switch it up, change the game up. I mean, you can switch up the plot twist at any time. I mean, quiet retreat. It's time for you to disconnect from the outer world. So I mean, you done been out there too long in them streets, goddamn. And it's just time for you to come in. I just heard you could take the nigga out the street, but you can't take the street out the nigga. That shit go vice versa, because it ain't just men that be in the street; it be females too. So it's like everybody live different lifestyles. Everybody been brought up different. So it says it's time for you to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts. So it's like the environment. Maybe the environment you in, you can't really process what it is that you need to be doing at this time. What is your soul mission? What it is that God put you here to do. It's like maybe the energy that you around is like maybe you, let me make sure my words come out together. Maybe you ascending in the process. So maybe you having an awakening or something like that. And it's just like you around, like you gotta be out in the world. You can't just stay like in. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people been on lockdowns and they just where you at in the world? Shout out to all 50 states. Um Maybe you in the position that you just need to separate because it is a lot of shit going on. I mean, it may not seem like it, but it is. You need to actually take some time apart to see what it is that you need to be doing. Can't get right, just something ain't right, something don't feel right, something don't seem right, something just ain't right. Yeah, something just ain't right. Uh It's that create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. So it's like you need to find like that downtime, when people be up and come and hype me up. Yeah, come hype me up. Yeah, come and hype me up. Yeah. So maybe it's like you so used to like being the person that come and hype a motherfucker up. It's like when you need a motherfucker to hype you up, it's like, who can I run to when I need love? Yeah, who can I run to? So it's like your spirit guides and your ancestors, God, of course, is reaching out for you. It's time for you to reconnect because it's like you connect into so many different things. Like uh how many things you think you can connect to before you will be drained? That's like a battery. It's like it only can take so many amps. You get what I'm saying? For a motherfucking fuse blow. Didn't I tell y'all was in a position where there's so much shit going on? It's like, when you ascending, um, that low vibe and energy, it just don't mix right. It's like it's a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe. So it's a vibe. So something just ain't right with the vibe. So maybe the people that you used to vibe with, y'all don't vibe like y'all used to no more. Let's see. Savor vows of poverty. So maybe it's time for you to end some generational curses. Like maybe you was brought up a certain type of way and it's like shit. Everybody done had a poor man meal before. I know I have. I mean them beans and rice in the pot, it be slamming. I mean we done been there, done that. Yeah, we done been there and done that. So dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Didn't I tell you it take discipline and sacrifice? I mean, you gotta have discipline, and I mean, you gotta realize all this shit you get in the world, materialistic shit that maybe somebody might make you feel some type of way. All that shit that make you feel some type of way, that shit don't mean nothing. You get what I'm saying? It's monetary shit. You can't take none of that shit with you. So it's like, your health is your wealth. They just said. Okay, now let's back to the card. Um, Somebody just said, bitch, you got ADD? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Shit. Dear ones, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intentions of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made. So that means consciously or unconsciously. So some of y'all might be astro traveling in y'all sleeping shit. It's like y'all sleep patterns might be off, or it might be like some paranormal activity. I ain't trying to scare nobody, but that shit that happened. But maybe consciously you going through some things and it's like unconsciously you going through some things and I can't explain it. Yeah, Jesus, your love is so, yeah, it's so amazing. So maybe you going through an experience, it lifts me high. Yeah, you see that bitch flying in that car. So maybe the experience you going through is so amazing it gets you high to the sky. But when you think about it, it's like, can you really feel that same type of vibe with all these other people that you've been dealing with? Like everybody ain't meant to feel the same vibe. Like so maybe it's time for you to undo some things that way everybody involved can go in different directions. So maybe somebody need to go in a different direction or whatever the case is. So maybe somebody that used to live in a certain type of lifestyle of a lack mentality of not having, or some people might have been born in with a silver spoon in their mouth. Shit. What's the scenario? Yeah, what's the scenario? Like everybody don't know how I feel to goddamn go to sleep hungry. I just heard, or everybody don't know how I feel they come home and they gotta light them motherfucking candles because they ain't got no lights. Everybody don't know how I motherfucking feel the goddamn hey, I can go borrow some water so I can boil that bitch on the stove real quick so I can take a bath. Everybody ain't had that type of experience, so you can't get a motherfucker to understand or relate to a situation that they ain't never experienced. So successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the state. So some of y'all might be, didn't I tell you I was trying to change up the plans? You can change the plot twist at any point in time. This is your story. Yeah. Um, your ideas and divinely guided, supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. So the same motherfucker gave you the idea is the same person that knew you was able to do it. You get what I'm saying? No ideas come to you and don't have a source. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, God, your spirit guys guide you into this direction for you to be able to get these instant ideas that you want to do something. So maybe you coming up with some ideas to start your own business. So maybe somebody just like, shit, I'm tired of working for motherfuckers. I want to do my own motherfucking thing. Or I'm tired of working with motherfuckers. I'm trying to do my own motherfucking thing. Um, do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. So maybe you in the position it's like the who, what, when, where, how, why, how you gonna do it or whatever the case is. Don't worry about all that. If you come up with a plan, that means it's time for you to start writing shit down what it is that you're trying to do. Like they say you the co-creator. Um Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. So that means like financial aid. Like stop making excuses for what you think you can't do, because it's like you got to do some research. So maybe you got to do some research and see what it is that you need to do. But shit, God is the source. So I mean, you got to go straight to God to get the answers that you need. Can't nobody, me, nobody else tell you what you need to do or where you need to go. Shit, God is the source. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God. So anything you trying to do can be done with God's help. You just gotta go to Him first. You get what I'm saying? It's a vibe. Everybody ain't gonna vibe the same. So like maybe you having some experiences now since you awakened, and it's like people just don't get it. You get what I'm saying? It ain't meant for them to get it because they got the same opportunity as you. So they say God bless the child that has his own. So everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and faith opens the doorways to receive. So long as you believe and have faith, faith without works is nothing. So long as you plant those seeds, anything is possible. Somebody wishing on a star. Yeah, somebody wishing on a star. Um, in God, there's no lack or limitations. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So maybe y'all realizing that shit, the main plug is God. Yeah, you the goat. You know I'm the goat. Yeah, he the goat, goddamn. So maybe y'all realizing after all these people, that showed you their true colors and all this shit. It's like shit, I'd rather sit here and pray to God all goddamn day before I beg a motherfucker, before I be jealous of a motherfucker. So I put myself in a position or in a crowd or place or thing where I ain't wanted. It's like shit. My spirit guys, the ancestors want me all the time. God want me all the time. You get what I'm saying? I have no reason to be jealous because shit, just like the next motherfucker can have, so can I. So like maybe you getting out of this lack mentality, like okay, shit, just like that motherfucker can have, I can have too. It's like just like they started a business, I can start a business too. It's like God is the source. You gotta think about it. All the stuff that you're praying for, asking for, are you ready for the stuff that you're asking for? If he give it to you, could you handle it? If I go there, baby, with you, yeah, could you handle it? If he go there with you, you get what I'm saying? So it's like it's a process. So maybe you need this maybe you or somebody in my Luke voice, I'll set it off. Maybe somebody need to release like jealousy. You get what I'm saying? Like just because the next person have that don't mean you can't have too. It just mean y'all can't shine together. You get what I'm saying? Maybe your shine is a different type of shine that don't require it to be materialistic shit. Maybe they materialistic shit is making you jealous, but it's like if your health is your wealth, this shit shouldn't you be the brightest motherfucking star shining? I mean, tell me something. Yeah, tell me something. Let's see what's going to come out. Storm warning. So maybe this is a warning that it's time to release that jealousy and shit like that because it ain't doing nothing but holding you back. It's like emotions and feelings. So let me take that one out too. Quiet retreat. So maybe it's time for you to take your ass home. Go home, Urkel. Yeah, go home. So maybe it's time for somebody to go home. Didn't I tell you somebody been out in the world too goddamn much? It's like you gotta think about it. We like filters and shit. It's like you can go places and think that, oh, I can just rock this type of way. I know how these people is, but it's like you a filter. You absorb all the dirty shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's a vibe. So you gotta understand, like, if you put yourself out there in that way, whether you act in a certain type of way or not, like, it's a difference when it's out of your control where you can't handle it. You get what I'm saying? Of course, you got to go to the grocery store and this, that, and the third. You can't control that, but you can control who you center yourself with. You get what I'm saying? So maybe you feel safer at home. Maybe it's time for you to go. What they say, when God is angry, he tell us to go inside and close our doors until he tell us to come back out again. So maybe he telling you it's time for you to go in for a little while so you can figure out. And that's not an end like, oh, okay, keep yourself in the house. It's time for you to go within yourself to see what it is, because it's like if you don't feel safe outside, you think you're gonna feel safe inside. It's gonna be a lot of insecurities. You're gonna question a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? Oh, let me see this anointing, using your true powers. Didn't I just tell you you had to go within? So it's a outer thing. So that means you got to be able to find the balance, how to be able to navigate and maneuver in the world, because it's like you can't not live. You get what I'm saying? So you still gotta live, but it's like you gotta be able to find a way to navigate and still shit. Keep your motherfucker with them damn safety rings is when you go swimming, them floaties, goddamn, keep your goddamn floaties on just in case you gotta float your ass back to shore. You get what I'm saying? So maybe you realizing and knowing knowing and using your true powers instead of like settling. You get what I'm saying? You know, some people just be like stuck in a place or stagnant, thinking that they ain't gonna be able to get no place further than where the fuck they at. Shit, who? Let's see. Yeah, lack dissatisfaction, envy. So maybe somebody jealous or feel make you feel some type of way. Yeah, maybe somebody make you feel some type of way, or maybe you feel some type of way. Uh, because maybe somebody goddamn adjusting their motherfucking crime, like they starting a new business or whatever the case is, or some type of endeavors or whatever the case is. But it's no need to be jealous. You can have the same shit. Shit, you think God created one person special and ain't nobody else been created with nothing? The sun. So just like you the center of a motherfucker attention. All God's children are the center of his goddamn attention. It's a choice whether you choose to go to God when you need him. Because I mean, okay, you God's child, right? Then I say God is a child of God is on. God is the source of. You go straight to God. God is the creator that created you. So I mean, you don't think that if you ask God and you take these mental steps to get yourself together, go inside, fix what you need to fix inside. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, nobody's perfect, babe. Yeah, but it's perfect for me. Ain't nobody perfect, but it's like, okay, God accept you how the fuck you is. Come as you are. You like shit. Ain't nobody perfect, but it's perfect for me. So if you want to be on this goddamn journey, you can do anything you put your mind to. Shit. Maybe if somebody think about having a child, writing a book, writing a song, poem, creating a new business, or whatever the case may be. It's like anything is possible. I just heard. Yeah, but you gotta be able to watch out for motherfuckers with hidden tactics or manipulation. So either person, place, or thing. Cause some shit can be illusions. You get what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh, somebody name could be RJ. Somebody could be called Q for short. Um, let's see. Somebody name could be Evan. Gary. Oh, Gary and Jerry. I don't know. Is they twins? Shit. Let's see. 10, 30, 53, 21. Let's see. Love yourself first. So maybe you took a lot of time loving everybody else, they mama, sister, cousin, baby, daddy, cousin, Tracy. Yeah, maybe you took a lot of time loving everybody else and you put your own needs to the side and shit. And it's like maybe this is the one and like shit, how much love you think you can give to another motherfucker before you give to yourself? Ain't it say everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. So like I tell my motherfucking children, don't be so trusting, goddamn. You can't trust every motherfucking body. Don't be so trusting. Shit. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. So maybe people was attracted to you for different type of shit. Maybe you could dress your ass off, or maybe you keep your hair done, nails done, everything done. Yeah. It's like maybe you used to paying attention to motherfuckers that just be like on the materialistic type of vibe, and it's just like you trying to separate from people like this, but it's like torn in between the two, but I really wanna be with you. And you're telling me I should leave you alone, leave you alone, leave you alone. Unrequited love. So maybe somebody was in a situation where they love somebody more than they love themselves and realized that it was unrequited love. Maybe that was the shit that was don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. Yes. Yeah, what it say? You about to make me lose my head. Yeah, somebody finna make somebody bust their motherfucking cap. So maybe somebody was goddamn giving more love to a person that ain't really give a fuck about them like that. Man or woman, person thing. Um Maybe you had to realize that shit you was settling and goddamn suffering with a motherfucker that you ain't had to. So maybe you had to go through some type of cycle with this person for you to be able to realize what type of power that you had. Come and hype me up. Yeah, come hype me up. Yeah. So maybe that shit just hyped you up. Um Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So yeah, that shit hyped you the fuck up. So maybe you realize once you realize who the fuck you really was, Gator boots with the pimped out Gucci suit. I ain't got no job, but I stay sharp. So maybe somebody can't pay my rent because all my money spent. Maybe somebody ain't got no job, but they stay fly. Motherfuckers don't like you because you stay fly and you ain't got no job. I don't know. Very soon. So maybe you envy somebody because they live this type of lifestyle, or vice versa. Maybe somebody envy you because shit, you stay goddamn fly, and you ain't got no job. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So then I tell you, you the goddamn co-creator. So you decide goddamn what it is that you want, so it'll come to you. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So maybe you was dealing with some shit. You deserve love. You are lovable. So maybe you was dealing with some shit and I ain't really understand what was going on, but shit, everybody need a little work done every now and again. Yes, they do. Let's see, man. I tell you, every time I get on Sagittarius, got that video, I get hungry, I ain't lying. And I'm so ready to eat my motherfucking meatloaf and macaroni and cheese. Okay? Yeah. So maybe you had to put it in the situations um that wasn't goddamn for your highest good. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you neglecting yourself to put more love into other things than what's more important for your well being. You get what I'm saying? Especially when it's unrequited. So maybe you had to put an end to that shit. So you can be able to have this rebirth in your life because shit, it was already at the end. Like you had to actually just face the music I just heard. So maybe you was forcing your love on this person, or maybe somebody was trying to force their love on you, and it's just like so stuck on you. Yeah, somebody was so stuck on some motherfucking body. Maybe somebody had to put an end to a situation because they realized that shit wasn't healthy for them. They was putting more into the situation than the other person was. It wasn't no 50-50 shit. Yeah, this shit was toxic as hell. Like you realize that somebody was a fucking snake. Once a snake, always a snake. Like maybe this person was just toxic as hell. Didn't I say it's a vibe? It's a vibe. Yeah, it was just a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right, just don't see right, can't get right. Yeah, some shit went right. Let's see. Passion. Yeah, you want some way is lovers. You want true love. You want something that where somebody love you just as much as you love them. Unity where y'all can become as one. It's like they know their powers. They know how to use them motherfuckers. And they use it in a good way. And it's like you to the point now you are sinning and you know your powers and you trying to use them in a good way. So maybe you had some of these characteristics in the past, or maybe you experienced this from somebody else, and it's just like now you know what you really want now. What you really want, yeah, what you really want. It say very soon clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. So maybe I made up my mind. Yeah, I made your mind up. Shit, last week, what it was? Y'all was on some Reggie P shit. Why me? Yeah, why me, baby? Yeah, y'all was on some Reggie P shit. Let's see, very soon. Yeah, so it's like maybe you feel like with all the envy. So maybe somebody realized they was sleeping with the fucking enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe it's like when you was trying to put energy into your dreams, it's like it was a hater alert. Shit, somebody had a fucking hater or a goddamn intruder. Somebody was not welcome, but you let this person in. So it's like maybe you didn't realize these characteristics about this person, or maybe this person didn't realize these characteristics about you. So it was like somebody had to find out that somebody was a snake. You hear what I'm saying? And how you find that shit the fuck out? They gonna have some toxic ass ways. So maybe this person took their mask off. Fuck it, mask off. Yeah, ruin. So maybe somebody looking back knowing the choices that they made was the cause of this shit. So maybe drugs and shit like that was involved. Maybe somebody did some toxic ass drugs. Uh Maybe drugs and alcohol was involved in the situation. It's like maybe you wasn't thinking clearly when shit was going on. So it's like maybe instead of you blowing your motherfucking cap off and shit, it's like now you finding a new way to express your emotions without going to jail. Shit. Don't nobody want to be like free Sagittarius. You get what I'm saying? Shit. Stay free as long as you can, you dig? Life is always lived better when you're free. Shit. Yeah, each goddamn move is and measure is calculated. So maybe it took some time, or maybe somebody took some time to study you, or maybe you just took some time to recap over your motherfucking life to see I won't go back, yeah, won't go back to the way it used to be. So maybe somebody just like I don't want to go back to the way it used to be. Fuck that shit. I ain't with it. Maybe somebody want to express their emotions. A fire sign want to express their, of course, ain't y'all fire sign? Maybe you want to express some emotions to a water sign. You get what I'm saying? Because maybe you realize you was with an air sign and shit was ruined due to drugs or some type of toxic ass shit. Um, yeah, maybe you realized that this air sign was toxic, wasn't good for your health. Maybe you had to put an end to something with a Scorpio. I don't know. But all signs is out here. Let's see. Great fortune. This shit had popped out when I was shuffling this deck, but it's a good thing that it came. So it's a good motherfucking thing that you found out when the fuck you did. But sometimes people don't never fucking find out, and sometimes people be dumb all their life. Not saying dumb like you dumb, but some people uh live in the blind all their life, not knowing things, not knowing what they truly capable of, not knowing that somebody a backstabber. Yeah. Smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Yeah, they backstabbers. So it's a great fortune that you did goddamn end this shit when you did because it was unrequited. Like, especially like, okay, maybe if you wasn't in a situation in the relationship, maybe you was in a situation like dealing with your goals, dreams, and ambitions, and it's just like you was putting more love in and helping other people do shit versus actually going to the source to figure out what truly going on. But for the ones that was in a bad relationship, realizing that they had to put an end to a situation because it wasn't healthy for them, and they actually realized that they wanted true love, unity, harmony, oneness with somebody. They don't want to be looking back with regrets and shit. So it's a great fortune that you did find out. Sometimes blessings come in disguise, but they come at the right motherfucking time. Let's see. Okay, lovers. So like I said, you ain't on goddamn with the snake and the unrequited love. So maybe you was in a relationship that you thought was pure love, but it was toxic. It wasn't fucking good for you. It was unrequited love. Like somebody was putting more into a situation than the other person was. So maybe you was trapped in your mind about this situation or whatever the case is, and you just like, okay, maybe you trying to find a way to release this stagnant energy so you can figure out what it is that you really want to do now. Obviously, you want to be able to find your true passion or actually have a companion that loves you equally. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in no relationship where you might be in jail. I'm locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Shit. Let's see. Occupation. So maybe it took a lot of work for you to realize the cause of this, like the choices that you made or the choices that this person made. Maybe it took a lot of work for you to actually come to a conclusion and have closure in the situation. It just took a lot for you to be able to move forward and keep on pushing. Sometimes when you put more work in the other people, it's like you don't even know where to start with your damn self. Despair. So maybe you had a situation with a water sign or another fire sign. Um, Maybe you wanted to express yourself calmly but not rationally, but it's like maybe that situation ended up in despair, maybe because you ain't had a job. So maybe you felt some type of way about a water sign or another fire sign. uh Maybe you had real deep emotions about this person, and this person got wings. So maybe this person was sent from heaven. You get what I'm saying? But it's like maybe you wasn't ready for this person when God sent him to you, so they had to take him back. You get what I'm saying? So maybe you realize that maybe it was a third party situation here. Because maybe somebody was in a relationship with somebody else and they realized that it was unrequited love. And these damn emotions that you got, so maybe you was trapped in your mind about some emotions that you had for somebody else on top of some emotions that you had for somebody else. So they're torn in between the two. So maybe you realize these type of emotions after you put an end to an unrequited love situation, and you was trapped in your mind about this shit while you was with this other person that wasn't no good for you. So maybe you put a lot of work in with this goddamn air sign. Don't have to be an air sign, but it was maybe drugs was the cause because you wasn't in a clear state of mind. So maybe now you in a clear state of mind, and it's like you in despair. It's like you don't have anything or nobody to turn to. And it's like, okay, you got your spirit guides, your ancestors, they got your back, but you don't even notice them because it's like you so busy trying to accept this process that you're going through, but in the back of your mind, you still thinking about this water sign or this fire sign and all these emotions that you had built up that you wish you could have shared. But maybe this was a situation that didn't end good between you and this water sign. Maybe you wanted to start a new beginning with this water sign or have a child or something, but God is the source. So shit, for you, what they say, pray about everything, worry about nothing. So let's see. Yeah, somebody was a thief. So maybe you feel like somebody robbed you or something. So maybe with you dealing with this person that wasn't no good for you, you feel like you in despair now because it's like you missed out on the opportunity of being with somebody that you really want. Uh what they say, if you let it go and it come back to you, then it's meant to be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, baby. If it's meant to be, yeah. So regardless of whether you in a position where you feel like, okay, well, damn, shit, I was with a motherfucker that wasn't no good for me and I let somebody else get away. It's like, okay, that person has stuff of their own that they had to do. And it's like now you in a position where you need to heal. You got shit that you got to fucking do. So it's like, if it's meant for you to have, it'll come back to you. But it's like until you goddamn get your shit together, get your thoughts together, pick yourself back up, uh, you won't have anything. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like you still got work to do. You got a plate full of shit that you got to focus on with yourself. So when you love yourself first, you're able to love someone else. So hopefully you like the video. I know it's been a minute, but I'll be back. But shit, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please do. If you have any comments, please drop them. I'm out, y'all.